Alright my friends, Brian here with VetteSource back today. Enjoying our mid-August weather. We're getting close. Figure 30 days from now we should start getting some more breezy weather back in here again, but as usual we're still just hot, triple digits as usual, but that's okay. So I'm out here again tinkering with the Formula 350. We're gonna put the exhaust manifold back on it today and button up some of these other little miscellaneous odds and ends that I have to get done, like replumbing this brake switch line here. I won't do that today on camera. Got my other relays and everything are back in here again. That relay's broke in the mount, so I need to see if I can find another housing for it or another relay. But everything else is pretty much back into place. Need to drop that master cylinder in here, tighten these lines up a little bit. But what I was kind of doing up until now was I was fiddling the other day with some of the more in the weeds type stuff, and you might be able to see if I run the camera back here. You see that bolt right there that's in the back of the head with that two grounds on it? I had to kind of figure that thing out and get it back in there, because not only does it screw into the back of the head with a washer, but it also holds the smog crossover pipe right there that I'm tapping, and the spark plug keeper mounts on top of that thing, because for a while I was kind of like, what is that for? Because I didn't remember when I took it off, but good thing I had the service manual so I can look at it and visualize it. But yeah, so I was playing around with that and looking at everything, and then a few weeks ago I almost made a rookie mistake. That's kind of why I stopped for a little while on this one. What I had done in an effort to get the firewall to where I could get to everything, I had removed this and taken the cowl screen out of here. And it just goes to show you, no matter how long you've been doing this, sometimes you just don't think about something and it happens. So then we had about a week and a half where it was just a monsoon here in Houston, and it rained and rained and rained and rained and rained every day for hours at a time, and didn't think anything of it. Well, then I came back out here at the end of the week and popped the hood, only to my horror to discover the motor was full of water. So gallons and gallons of water, I might add. So I had to empty it all out, you know, start with my breaker bar, make sure nothing was frozen up, pour some Marvel Mist Oil down the cylinders. But what had happened was, when I pulled this windshield motor out, there's a big hole right here, a big round hole, and the water was just coming right down the windshield into this cowl and then just dumping straight from there into the motor. And I just didn't click, and then of course was like, oh, okay. I had a Homer Simpson moment there. But so the last week or so, what I was doing was slowly evacuating all traces of moisture out of the motor, especially this side, because we're gonna go ahead and take apart that side and get that done. Now, like I said, that's a repeat of this, so I'm not gonna probably do that on camera. But I had to take another side trip through the rabbit hole to get that done. So I still got, you know, a lot of cleaning left to do and other things, but in a few minutes I'm gonna get set up and we'll drop this exhaust manifold in on this side, the driver's side. So let me get my tools and everything set up and I'll be right back with you guys. Stand tight. Okay guys, we're back and set up here with a few things out of the way so we can get our exhaust manifold back in here again. Now again, only 6 bolts to hold this thing on, and from the factory these exhaust manifolds do not come with gaskets, but when you get your new kit they do come with a new gasket set. Let me get my camera right there. They come with new gaskets to put on there, of course, metal side towards the manifold to insulate against the heat going back into the engine. But so what we're gonna do real quick is we're just gonna throw this back in here, or reposition it, if you will. Right there, so a lot of things are still out of our way, so it's not terribly difficult, and I can rest it right there against that against the temperature sensor for the moment. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and get the bolt stack up here. So we've got bolt, washer, and then that lovely French lock, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to put these back in there again, just because I'm being stubborn. Grab my pliers here. So we're going to pull that washer back. Now you don't have to put the French locks back on it again. I'm just gonna try it and see if it'll cooperate. If I'd really been smart, I probably would have just bought a new set of them. They're not terribly expensive. Okay, so this will be our first bolt here. It goes in here. I'm just gonna locate this here into that first slot there. Let's see. And of course, I should have taken that stud apart first. Wrap that around there. Okay. Get that off of there. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I think you can see right there where I'm at. Okay. Alright, so first one's there, and we just want to get that one started, kind of in there a little bit. There we go. Okay, that one's started, and then we're going to go in for the second one here. These exhaust manifolds, even though they're only 6 bolts, they're a little more tricky to get in and out of here, simply because of you can't really see where you're going at here. You just gotta have to have the patience with them. Pull up on that a little bit and get that one started. And of course on these, the small tubes kind of in the way. Alright, so the second one started. So the good thing about these gaskets that they provide is they're notched. So all I have to do now is slide that down in there, and then the gasket's in there. So that makes life easy. I'm gonna just leave that on there for now so I don't forget. Of course, when I do my final assembly, I would look for it anyway. Let's see. Okay, there's that one, and let me think. I'm going to make an attempt. Now, of course, we come back to the difficulty factor here of getting some of these parts in here, because you have all these spark plug shields and everything else that goes in here. So we'll see if I can get this done on camera. See if it'll work. Okay. Alright, so we're in there. But again, we can't really see where we're at, kind of. I have my inspection mirror, I could see it. Okay. And this is where having small fingers, which I don't have, helps. I need to get that positioned a little bit differently. So let me, let's see here. Get this. Oh, there it is. It just decided to work with me. Look at that. How funny. That's the way it goes, guys, sometimes, is you look at something that doesn't want to cooperate, and then the next thing you know, it just slips right into place. We believe. Almost there. Let's see here. as it falls back down again and makes me look like a fool. Okay. It's right there. It's right there. Okay. Yeah, you know, for me, guys, this is just my Sunday messing around, getting the odds and ends back together again so that we can continue to work on that. I know some of you probably saw my post yesterday. I had a good time helping my buddy drag that car, the Oldsmobile Toronado, out of the back of his warehouse. That was really cool. Really neat car, by the way. Alright, let's see. We're in there. We'll just get that basically started. Okay, that one's started. And let's see if we can get this other one. Ooh, that one looks even like more fun. Let's see here. Work my hand behind here. Oh, look at that. There it is. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Wow. Got it. Amazing. Those aren't usually that easy, guys. Now, pull those back, and you can kind of see from there how I've got those started. So what I'll do now is just put this in here, and that will just drop straight over there. And then I'll push it back in a little bit. There we go. And let's see if I can get my hand back in here. Where was it? Well, maybe not. Doing these by hand right now, guys, because don't want to run the impact up in there. I just want to make sure they're fully seated before I go crazy with it. These I prefer to do with hand tools, simply because it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit longer, but you make sure that you're not messing anything up while you're going along. And I did take the time to do this. Give me a second to figure something out. I'll be right. Okay, well, amazingly enough, I thought I'd lost a bracket there for a second, guys, but I was able to get this whole thing, all these bolts started. It's not the last one, of course. Relatively trouble-free. Famous last words here. Make sure that'll stay. Take the pressure off of that. Oh, you're just, oh, of course, the French lock. French lock decides the tabs want to bend while I'm turning it. Probably would have been better off too to leave the brake booster out of here before attempting this. So since I only have a few bolts in there, I may just take that boy right back out of there again. All right, after dropping the bolt 3 times and then the kids running out to tell me they're leaving to go watch a movie, I finally have this where I need it to be, but for some reason that boy does not want to turn still. It's the last bolt. You know what they say, don't give up. My hand's right there too, man. And so is the camera. I may end up having to take that brake booster out tomorrow, guys, because I cannot get that thing to go back in there. Even though it's actually sitting pretty right now, it just doesn't want to start for me. Huh. Okay. Alright, so I'm always persistent. But okay, so that's gonna tie that up or wrap that up today, because I'm not gonna sit here sweltering and I still got some more yard work to do. So I think I got that started and I'll look at it tomorrow. So okay, so there's our 6 bolts back, manifolds in place. Next time we'll go ahead and change that out. That'll take just a few seconds. Put the push rods in. I need to clean the center lifter valley, rip that head and intake, or head and exhaust manifold off, clean that whole side, quickly redo the head and put it back together. We'll be ready for the intake. So we'll get there. We're going slowly, but we'll get there, guys. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, man, and I'll check with you guys later on during the week. See you then.